Hey, this is Chris.
And I'm Fraser, and you're listening to
Ramble,
Record.
repeat. Happy Family Day!
Yes, happy day of the families. At the end of that song, does it say meh or is it run? I know. I keep thinking it's meh. I think it's meh.
No.
Hold on, we're going to listen to the last bit again. I can rewind it. Technology is amazing. Run. Bruh. Okay, we're gonna do a vote. We're gonna put this out to the people. Do you think they say meh, run, or See, Stanley hears talking and he thinks I'm talking to other people that are downstairs, and he's a nosy boy.
And it's coming to get the pets.
He's a nosy boy.
The pets.
So I'm doing now that I'm back in school, I'm doing like adult education.
Yep.
And I'm doing a lot of the online courses, which is fun, but a lot of it is video calls and videos. And when he hears other people talking, he's like, someone else is here. So Stanley comes like over. I go, no, you are such a nosy dog. Back up. You can hear him now. He's like,
I can't hear him at all.
Oh, he's like,
you probably have the mute audio thing. Remember we did like that, reduce my background noise. So I don't hear anything background. Vice versa.
Well, let me tell you what he is doing currently. He is going on his bed, which is behind the couch here. And he's like, and he's like scratching at it. And if we went over and looked at him, he'd look like he's having a seizure, but he's fine. This is typical Stanley thing. He just does this. This is what he does. I have one shout out right now. I was contacted by somebody recently on Discord, and it's someone you know as well. It's Mr. Miles. He said he was listening to our last episode and he really enjoyed the wrestling talk. Okay. And he enjoyed when I did the impression of what's his name? Tamatonga. So for Miles, this is for you.
Do it. Yeah. I sent you that. Didn't I send you that clip?
You did.
Yeah.
Great. Such a good character.
Yes,
man.
Awesome.
So you we might as well talk it. Let's get the wrestling out of the way at the beginning.
Sure.
You came over and we ended up watching the Rumble. We got a whole bunch of snacks, so much junk food. I took you to my favorite Hakka restaurant.
So good.
Yeah,
I haven't gone yet. We're gonna go this week. My birthday is this week, so for my birthday dinner, we're gonna go to the Hakka place in Barrie. I think, as long as weather permitting. It's been like snowmageddon, so.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know where I'm putting all this snow, but that's besides the point. You came over. We got a bunch of junk food. We went to a video game store that smelt like the inside of a grandmother's shoe.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was, and nothing was stored alphabetically at all.
Nope.
Oh my God. Like not even the collector in me, but even when I did my movies, I did alphabetical, right? It just made it easier to find things. And when we're in there trying to find things and it's all over the place, it sent like the hairs on the back of my neck up. It was horrible.
And the store in general was just way overcrowded, and you couldn't go down aisles, and there was stuff blocking certain ways. And like, it's been a couple of years since I've been in that store. And even the last time we were there, it was a little rough, but it's even more rough now. Like
it smells like mothballs and grandma's feet.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of snacks. We went to the grandma feet store. We went and had Hakka, then we came home and we watched the Rumble. And it started off
Hakka, not Haktua.
No, not Haktua. That girl's in trouble now. But yeah, we had Hakka, and then we came home and we were watching the Rumble, which is on Netflix now, which is great because all you need is a subscription and you can get all your pay-per-views, which is
love it.
Awesome. I was very surprised that they started the whole event with the Women's Rumble.
Yeah,
I thought they would have went right into it, maybe like that best of three for the tag.
3 falls for the tag. Yeah.
But they went right into the women's. Very happy with the Women's Rumble. The only thing I wasn't a fan of is that Charlotte came back and she won.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you.
She doesn't need it. There was other wrestlers there that deserved it. I felt, I don't know, like even having like some of the people from NXT, I understand like they won the longest in the Rumble kind of thing, but the whole point is not to be the longest in the Rumble, it's to win the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
And Charlotte showed up
she was pretty far down,
like mid-20s.
Yeah.
Mid-20s, and then she just started kicking people out.
Like looking through the list, like I almost think, and maybe they're just not there yet, but somebody like Jordan Grace.
Well, she just debuted. She just debuted.
Okay, because
as an actual WWE superstar.
Yeah, but she's like she fits that mold so well.
She picked up Piper Niven and just like Death. And first off, amazing Death Valley Driver.
Yeah,
when she did the Death Valley Driver and it actually launched her from the momentum. Oh. Yeah, very good.
And then it would have been kind of cool. I would have accepted Bailey because that would have been a back-to-back Rumble wins. That would have been kind of cool to have, right?
I would have been fine with Liv.
Yep. Yeah, Liv would have been nice. I also wish we had have got the cameo from AJ Lee, but they didn't do that. They should have. That would have been so good.
I thought the cameo from AJ Lee would have been more substantial than Trish Stratus when she came out.
Oh, Trish is like so old, so over. She's done. I don't even know why they had her.
It was good to see her.
They showed the clip because at the top of the ramp, there's like a special VIP seating area, and I guess they showed a shot from that location when it was the last entrance, and that was when it was wasn't it Brie Bella came out then? I think was she number 30 or Nikki? Nikki was number 30, and everybody was just like sitting on their hands. Nobody was happy about that.
Again, they have all of this crazy talent, and they choose to bring back Trish Stratus, and Nikki Bella.
Yeah,
Nikki's cool. I thought Nikki was more relevant than Trish.
She is for sure. Yep.
Nikki is still, I think, more athletic than Trish. They could have given it to somebody else though.
Yeah,
like
agreed.
What's her name? Shotzi, the girl with the green hair in the tank. She was just sitting in the back, just chilling.
Yeah,
just chilling. And now that they have all these TNA connections, they could have brought back Ember Moon, who's in TNA.
That would have been cool.
She was a great wrestler. Brought her in. Like Santino Morello's daughter, they could have brought her in because she's wrestling now, and she's hilarious. She's just like her dad. I think she's actually a better wrestler than her dad, but regardless of which, there's so many other people they could have brought in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. I was fine with Bailey not getting it. Fine with Bailey not getting it. I did not think Charlotte deserved it.
Yeah, I would agree. And she still hasn't decided who she's picking, I don't think, right?
No, she came back and she doesn't know if she's a heel or a face.
Yeah. I think she's heel. I think she's more heel than face. I think she's getting more heat, honestly. But
it's because people were upset that she won, so now maybe she was coming back as a face.
They might have to pivot there because isn't the one current champ? What's her name? She would be the heel.
Rhea Ripley?
No, the other one. I think Rhea's face now.
Who's the other champion?
What's her name? Not Smith. What the hell is her name?
There's too many champions.
She's with Piper.
She's the U.S. champion.
Oh, I thought she was the women's champ. Oh, so it's Rhea.
U.S. Chelsea Green.
Tiffany.
Chelsea Green,
no, Tiffany.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I think Tiffany is like super heel, right? So I don't think they can put her against her because it would be heel versus heel. Because I don't think she can do a face turn. If
Rhea and Charlotte happens and they give the title to Charlotte,
I don't think they do that. I think Rhea keeps.
See this face? See this face? There's a face you're going to get. For those of you that aren't watching the video, there's a big pout.
Trips isn't that stupid.
I don't know, but he's got a hard on. I'm going to say his name. He's got a hard on for Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just he's pretty close with Rick, so.
Yeah, but that's not a reason to put someone over that doesn't deserve it.
No, it's not. So
right? And then we did that.
Yeah.
The best two
out of three falls. That was okay. I mean, it was interference that cost the match. So
the Motor City, first off, an interference that didn't make sense.
No, not at all. To both teams.
Street Profits just showed up and we're like, hey, we'll dispute. I will say Montez Ford is an insanely athletic human being. With that being said, I thought, as much as I like DIY, I thought Motor City Machine Guns were just a better cohesive team.
Well, they've been a team forever.
But
so
the thing is, you got to think of it
sense.
this way. I could see Johnny Gargano going as a single. I could see Tommaso Ciampa going as a single. I can't see them splitting up the Motor City Machine Guns.
No,
I can't see
Sabian and
either of
Shelley
them.
will never split up. But
you know what I'm saying?
I do.
So put the titles on them, have that dissension in DIY, have them split, and then go for a mid-card title, then eventually maybe push them to a bigger card when people are behind them.
They're probably going to do a triple threat match at Mania with those three teams, like with the Street Profits and them. And I bet you Ciampa and Gargano lose it, maybe to the Motor City Machine Guns, and then they split.
But that's my theory. That's my suggestion. Again, am I a booker for wrestling? No, I just watched it too much when I was a kid. Then the next one was
the ladder match.
The ladder match.
That was good.
A lot of crazy stuff in the ladder match, but I'm not gonna lie, I am tired as Cody as champion.
He hasn't even been a champ for a year yet.
I don't care. I would have
got to hold these titles longer.
I would have. The problem is he's got no fire behind him. He had more fire when he was going for the title, and now that he has it, he's just like.
And that's the way it is when you're the face. It's the chase. That's what's exciting. When you're the heel, it's holding that title. When Roman was that heel holding that title, like that was just everybody booed, right?
I really think Kevin would make an amazing heel champion.
But we're gonna see Kevin and Zayn at WrestleMania
for the 40th time.
I know, but that's what's gonna happen.
I know, but it's like the 40th time he pile drived him again. I love that he's using the pile driver. Oh my god! So he starts using the pile driver, right? And he did it to Randy Orton. Randy Orton's out.
Yeah.
Randy Orton had the neck surgery. It's a story. Randy Orton needed a break. More than fine, but a good way to write somebody out, right? Then he did it to Cody, and Cody was out for a bit. Now he did it to Zayn, and Zayn is indefinitely out for a bit. 3 pile drivers that had meaning behind them. AEW sees this, and they start pile driving everybody, like pile driver, pile driver, pile driver. And then they finally did one to what's that guy's name? The British dude, Will Ospreay, and he landed on his head, and he actually hurt himself. Because they're doing it too fast and too much, where Owens is like, he doesn't even make it like, he makes it look worse than what it actually is, right? And he did it. I think he'd be he's my vote for heel champion is Owens. I think Owens would be an amazing heel champion.
I don't disagree.
He's amazing on the mic. His in-ring skills, he's kind of like a combination of Stone Cold and Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
That guy who doesn't give a shit, but then that person who can also take one hell of a goddamn beating.
Yeah.
Like Mick Foley, you know?
So I'm looking, and I don't think he's going to get that last... I don't think he's going to get into the Elimination Chamber. I don't think he's going to win to fight Cody at Mania. So basically we can say right now, without, I guess, skipping too far ahead, we still haven't talked about the men's Rumble.
Yeah.
But we know that the winner of the men's Rumble is Jey Uso, and he is going to be challenging the Gunther for the title.
Gunther. He's fighting Gunther.
So that means Cody doesn't have an opponent, and I don't think they would do Owens versus Cody at WrestleMania.
A second time.
They won't. No,
it'll probably be Roman, in my opinion.
Well, and that's what I'm looking at. So right now in the Elimination Chamber, it's John Cena, CM Punk, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and I think there's one more spot, right?
Ooh, put Jacob Fatu in there. There's 6. There's
so there's 1 spot open. So I'm assuming Monday they'll
My prediction. Jacob Fatu or Roman Reigns. That's my prediction.
I almost think it's Reigns and Rollins at Mania. Just because they haven't hashed out their difficulties from the Rumble yet, right?
The technical difficulties.
So let's jump to the Rumble then, because we're kind of skipping over it.
Yeah. So the men's Rumble.
The men's Rumble.
I
thought it was fantastic.
That botch by Penta.
Oh yes,
when he touched both feet, like literally within the first couple minutes.
100%, yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, he was in there the longest."
Yeah, but like, what is it? What is that? Ciro, and he goes like this.
Yeah,
Ciro, which is like no fear. How many times has he got to do that?
I know.
He did it like 42 times.
Yeah.
And he go up to people and he do it right in their face. Yeah. I will say he is good I think he's just nervous. And this again, WWE is different than any other beast out there. And he's just not used to it yet.
Yeah.
I think they kind of thrusted him too quick into it because he was a top star in the other places and he's just not used to it. I think once he gets his footing, he is going to replace Ray. And I told you that Ray came out first and I'm like, Penta's coming out second. He's passing the torch. Ray needs to retire.
Yeah.
So
you're
what we ended up doing was we did an Excel sheet and then we did we randomized the numbers and whoever came out in those spots, that was our wrestler. So we didn't pick the wrestler, but we had the randomized stuff like that. Then if your wrestler eliminated another wrestler, you got a point. If you were the longest in, you got a certain amount of points. If you won, you got a certain amount of points. If you were the first one out, you got -5 points. And this is how we did it. I won the women's rumble. Chris won the men's rumble because he was fucking stacked. He had like everybody. The only guy I had left was Cena, but I knew Cena wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
I knew they weren't going to give him the win right there. They couldn't have. That's too fairy tale in my opinion. But yeah, I'm happy I called the Penta. I knew Joe Hendry was coming out, but I didn't expect it. And when he did, both of us.
Man, he appears.
I love that. Gotta do the clap.
But
yeah,
he was right in the middle of the pack. He came out 15.
And he actually eliminated somebody, which was good. He didn't just come in and get tossed out.
No. And then Speed. I don't even know the guy, but you.
Oh,
knew.
He's a streamer.
Streamer, yeah.
So I feel that they could have given that because Logan Paul had a spot. They could have given that spot to somebody else.
Logan Paul. Fuck. Can't stand Logan Paul.
You know what though? I can't stand him as a person, but as an athlete, he is undeniably talented. I will say that.
The thing is, I hate him so much that he's a good heel that's why he's getting the push that he is. Because
if you compare the two,
heel.
like if you can compare the two heels that are around the same age, you have Dominic Mysterio and Logan Paul. In terms of in-ring talent, Logan Paul is more talented than Dominic.
Agreed. But they're both, I don't think they can be that champ, either one of them right now.
Oh, no. They're mid-card champion.
They're mid-card, like they're intercontinental at the most.
I don't think Dominic will ever be more than mid-card.
Like I'm trying to look at the list of, we're all over the place here, but I'm just looking down the list of other wrestlers. Like who would be the next? I think the next big heel should be Braun Breaker for.
Oh God, yeah,
right.
His showing in the Rumble was amazing, and that spear to Speed broke him in half.
He had 3 eliminations, and then he killed Speed. It was amazing.
He killed like just so first off, I want to clarify: killing another person is not amazing, but that spear he gave to that guy, Speed,
and it went viral. Like everybody was watching that.
The neck, it was like a car crash. The whiplash, like, and the thing is, like, he took the spear from the side. He should have turned around faster, so it was more taken to the chest. But it was like that slow motion camera where the head is still there, but the body is like, and then the head is stationary. Like, oh, I hit something. But the head is stationary, and like the whole body moves afterwards. Or it was insane. It was such a crazy hit. I thought that could have been different, like another person there. I knew AJ Styles was coming. I knew they were bringing him back.
I was happy when he came back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Shinsuke Nakamura, I thought could have done a little more.
Yeah, I get it. He's kind of on the back burner now.
Same with Balor. They could have just done something crazy. The three of those guys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Balor.
The three of them in there from New Japan made their huge mark in New Japan. The three of them there could have done something insane.
Yeah.
Like
LA
that's
Knight,
where
I like Knight.
I'm indifferent with LA Knight. Yeah,
I like him. I didn't realize how old he was though. He's like 38 or something.
Oh, I thought he was in his 40s.
I think he's 38 or 39.
I think he is mid card at best.
I don't know. I think with the right, if the Miz can hold the title, I think he can.
Miz is better. Miz, I will stand on my hill that is on fire. Miz is a better performer, a better champion, and a better on the mic by LA Knight by far. That coming up from Tough Enough.
Yeah. Well, coming up from the real world on MTV.
Like
right?
he made the Intercontinental Champion mean something again when he had that run. And like that spurt with him and Damian Mizdow was a great, just when he fights, when he was fighting Daniel Bryan, and his promos are fire. As much as you hate this guy, his promos are insane. He is, oh man, no. Miz, I would say Miz needs more flowers. He does get his flowers, but he needs more. He was such a talented champion.
But yeah, the Miz is 44, so he's
he can get his feet. But I'm saying he can get his flowers, you know.
LA Knight is
doesn't
42.
look 44.
I'm wrong. LA Knight's 42.
I told you he's in his 40s.
Okay.
He's
So
an old man.
how
Next
old's
video,
Priest?
next thing he's going to come out. He's
Damian
going to be with
Priest
us.
is 42.
Yeah, but Damian Priest has been
I
wrestling for a
can't
while.
believe he's 42. I thought he was like in mid 30s.
Take it easy.
So am I like out of touch on ages? Like,
No,
so
it's just we are that age, and we assume
Seth
everyone
Rollins
that age.
38. Okay.
We assume that everybody that age looks like us. Not the case, Chris.
Yeah.
These are what happens when you take care of yourself.
AJ Styles is 47.
He's almost at the door, dude.
Yeah, that's sad.
No, it's not, because he's done a lot. You got to
Yeah.
admit, like, again, do you like even like people are like, oh, Taker. No, Taker's done.
No.
Let him do his thing.
yeah.
He has done enough for this business. Let him be.
Yeah.
Everyone else has done their part. Let them be. Let them retire. Get the new people in, so the new people can then, take over. Like our kids' generations, or like, that kind of stuff. We need that. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. The more they show up, the more it turns into Hogan getting booed on stage, ripping his shirt and not ripping it fully, and then waddling off the stage.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like I said, I actually like the women's rumble more than the men's. In coming back and thinking of it and looking at highlights, there was just Chelsea Green there's something about her that she just knows how to sell things. Like, that girl can sell a hit. And she was very charismatic there. The other women's wrestlers, with the exception of, like I said, Stratus and Bella, I thought it was great. The men's one, it had some really cool moments.
Yeah.
I felt it had a lot of lost moments. I felt like Joe Hendry could have stayed in a little longer before getting eliminated.
Yeah.
And I was more than fine with Jey Uso winning. So I will first go yeet. And then I will say more than fine, because the thing is, he's probably the most over star right now.
I'm not a fan of his, but I agree with you 100%. If you look at when he's doing his entrance and his yeet and how much support, like,
and that's such an old saying too.
Yeah, like it works, and the WWE and Triple H and all the management see that, so they're running with it. Yeah. I think
it was the same with Kofi Mania.
I think he might beat Gunther at Mania. I really.
I think the thing is, it's the same as Kofi Mania, right? It's the same with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, when Daniel Bryan was that underdog, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like, they went with that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if they do it right, the momentum will stay. And there's nothing wrong with him being a champion. Like, I think he has the potential to be a great champion. He's charismatic. He can go. Like, he has a lot of stamina. The only thing I'm going to say is he needs a new finisher. Having Roman Reigns' spear doesn't do it for me. Just a splash doesn't do it for me. And I don't want to see 40,000 super kicks.
Yeah.
Like, he has the potential to be a really good wrestler. Hell, have him bring back the Rikishi driver that his dad did, on the shoulder, arms out, then the sit down spike driver. Have him do that.
Cool. Yeah.
Right? A little homage to his dad, and that's how he wins it. Because he can easily do that kind of stuff. You can pull that off to some bigger guys, right? If you want to do that. But, like, how many people need to do the spear? Braun Breaker does the spear. Roman Reigns does the spear. Jey Uso does the spear. Goldberg does the spear.
Does Solo do the spear?
Solo does the spike.
The spike. Yeah, the Simone spike. Yeah. See,
right?
Solo has fallen from grace too with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. Yeah.
Jacob Fatu. Man, they're giving him on the mic now. Yeah. So good.
They're both
so good.
I almost see a reformation of the family without Roman. Like,
no,
with that group.
You want me to be honest with you? Jacob Fatu is what they wanted Solo to be.
Yeah. Yep. And
Solo could not deliver, so now they're going to Jacob.
Yeah. Agreed.
They need to get rid of Tamalonga. Tamatonga is the one who's in the and then his brother.
Yeah.
Tonga.
Yeah.
He just sucks.
Yeah.
I'm flat out saying it.
Yeah.
No, the brother of he's no.
Yeah.
For being the son of Ming the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're nothing but beefs. Like, I still remember when he went to his brother was going to pick him up to do a pile driver, and he's like, I'm gonna punch the guy in the face, and he ends up like low low blowing the guy and punching his brother in the face.
Yeah, that's
It was like-
Tangaloa.
Yeah, he sucks.
So there's Tama Tonga and Tongaloa and Jacob Fatu.
See, you know what they should do is split up Jacob Fatu, take Tama Tonga, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Finn Balor, and bring in the Bullet Club.
That'd be cool.
Right? But do it like how DX did it, where it was only like 5 members. That was it.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what almost killed the NWO when there's like 40
that's what
members.
killed the
Who
NWO.
wasn't?
Everybody
Who wasn't?
was the NWO.
Yeah, who wasn't in the NWO? I was in the NWO at one point.
Yep.
Right? But that's what I'm saying, right? It wasn't cool because everybody was doing it.
Mhm.
That's what I think they should do, is do like a Bullet Club there, and then maybe like do like an independent. But I don't think Jacob Fatu needs to be in a stable. He just needs to be let go and do what and when I say let go, I just mean like let him do his thing.
Yeah.
He's a solo star. He's not a group. He's not a faction. He's not in a force. Just let him do his thing. And then like have him, and then when like Bronson Reed is back, throw Bronson Reed in the mix and just he would have been a good addition to the Rumble.
He would have been good. He's just hurt, right?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Well, he broke his ankles. I think both of his ankles jumping off the top of the cage.
I'm surprised they haven't changed. So he's Bronson Reed, big Bronson Reed, and then there's Braun Breaker. They're just very close.
And then Braun Strowman.
Yeah, like come on, do something different.
Well, I think Bronson Reed is his actual name.
What about Braun Breaker though?
Braun Breaker's not his real name. It's something I don't know.
Bronson
Steiner?
Reichsteiner is what his real name, his birth name. So his birth name is Bronson.
Yeah.
But he can't go by Bronson because we got big Bronson Reed. So
And then Braun Strowman's got it's Adam Sharon or whatever his name is.
yeah.
That's not a threatening name. Coming to the ring, Adam Sharon. He's gonna do your taxes. Come out with glasses. But yeah. So yes, all in all,
It was fun.
The first pay-per-view on Netflix.
Yes.
Amazing.
They-
Really well done.
No delay issues, no nothing. They worked
No,
out the kinks
none.
from the Tyson fight.
The Tyson fight got us ready for this. And I was so much more impressed with this than the Tyson fight. And my son came down and was watching some wrestling with it.
I've been really enjoying the coverage since they moved to Netflix on the different camera angles and the way they're shooting it. And if you don't watch it live, you can catch it the next day, and they cut everything out, so it gets cut down, which is nice. And they're not stuck to a 3-hour time limit. They can go 2 hours, they can go 2.5, they can do 250. It depends on what the flavor of that night is. So it works.
Yeah, it's they're taking into consideration the production quality that Netflix brings.
Yeah,
that's all it is. I would be interested to see how how the Mania goes.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
Mania is the show of the shows. And are they going to be doing these other shows like the Saudi Arabia show? Like
I think
now
they've already
Netflix-
said that they're going. I think it's Saudi Arabia next year for another big event. I can't remember what it is though, but I think they've already announced that.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I thought Netflix might have had more of a issue to kibosh that. Because now it's not just Netflix. It's what TKO and Netflix are kind of running the show, and then WWE is like its own little element there. Did you see they just did a whole bunch of releases?
Oh yes, yeah, they got rid of the Finn's boys.
I told you, not Finn's, AJ's
boys. Sorry, yeah,
the Good Brothers, but they weren't doing anything.
No, they weren't.
I do feel bad.
There was somebody that they released that I was
Cedric Alexander, Paul Elling, which is he's the manager for the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, Paul Eller.
The Authors of Pain. Sonya Deville, who was in the Rumble.
Yes.
They released her.
But they didn't release her. They're just not re-signing her contract, I think was her.
No, she's released.
There was a female that they're just
and then
not
Blair
releasing.
Davenport. Blair Davenport just got brought up. And then they're gone. Like she literally just got brought up to Raw and then she's gone.
Yeah.
Someone just made a comment. How does Shayna Baszler, Tozawa, R-Truth, and The Miz still have jobs? First off, R-Truth is a comedic genius.
He's the man, yeah.
Again, The Miz has done enough.
Yeah. Who's the other one you said? Shauna
Tozawa. Tozawa's hilarious too.
He's funny with Otis.
Yeah, and Shayna Baszler. She just needs the right push and she can be deadly.
Yes.
Right? It's just there's no competitor for her right now. But yes. So that was a half hour of wrestling for all of our fans out there. All of our people that love wrestling. Miles. That was a half hour for Miles.
Person. Yeah.
That was a half hour for Miles. So yeah, what else can we talk about?
This is awesome though. We're actually recording on time, so it's not like we have tons of stuff to remember.
No.
We just need to remember a month worth of stuff this time.
So I could say I was talking to Ryan from Weekend Rental, and we were bringing up something, and I don't know if you feel the same, but I want to ask you the same question. So me and Ryan were talking about gaming.
Yep.
Right. And I was saying to him, like, I go, gaming is losing its fun for me.
Okay.
And it's mainly because I enjoy gaming from a multiplayer aspect.
Yep.
Playing a game, like when we did Sea of Thieves, loved it.
Yep.
Absolutely loved it. Right? Or whenever we do those multiplayer games, loved it. Or when we were over, we were playing Marvel Rivals. That was fun because we kept switching back and forth. But it wasn't the game. It was because
it's the experience.
It was the experience with another player.
Yep.
And I'm getting tired of playing solo player games. Like, how many times do I have to be Baldur's Gate? It's a fun game, but once cross-platform comes in, that's going to open up a lot of things. Like, it'd be a fun playthrough to do with other people. So I was saying this to Ryan, and I go, gaming is losing me, like video gaming, because of that reason. Because that it's so much harder as an adult and your schedules to line up to do multiplayer games.
Yep.
Than it used to be. And I want to know your opinion on that.
Yeah. I don't think it's losing me. I don't disagree. Like the other day, you get home from work, you have dinner, you clean up. It's like 7 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night. What do you want to do? I just want to chill on the couch and watch some TV or watch a show. I don't feel like booting up the system. I don't feel like trying to play. I want to. My just mentality is I don't feel like it at times.
It's not like it was even how long ago when me and Miles played Overwatch.
Yeah.
It was almost every night we were playing Overwatch, but I don't think it was the game.
No,
it was me and Miles playing Overwatch.
Out. Yep.
And it was it was the fun behind it, like the stupid trying to get the play of the game with Torbjorn, where you set up a turret and then you just sit in the corner shooting a wall just to have that video. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes gaming fun. And like, I guarantee you, the days where you come home and you're tired and you want to chillax, but then say like me and Ryan message you, like, hey, we're hopping on Sea of Thieves. Yeah. Do you want to come play for an hour? You'd probably hop on because you're not coming for the game part of it. You're coming for the social part of it.
Big time. Yeah.
And I agree with this. Fun.
Well, I still haven't downloaded Marvel Legends. I want to download it and I want to try to play it at some point, but sorry.
It's Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rival.
And it's free. Rabble.
Exactly. Rabble free.
But yeah, that's what I was talking to Ryan about. And
I remember Ryan mentioning how he doesn't game as much anymore on their last episode and how he was talking about purging a bunch of his collection and things like that.
Yeah.
I get it. I do. I mean, have I purged my collection? Not really. I'm still heavily involved with it. I'm not collecting as many games anymore.
Well, I think you said you're just doing the NES, right?
Well, I still pick up a few games here and there. But I still want to get my NES set, and it's just harder to find those games because they're more expensive, and I only need like 30 odd games, right? So that's the tough part. But I have started to collect more toys now. My Turtles collection's grown quite a bit. I picked up a General Trag the other week.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm one away from completing my Trash Bag Bunch set, which was a toy from
cool.
the 90s. Yeah, I only need one more. And I've started to look at, like, I have some of my old Ghostbusters toys here, and I'm trying to find a spot to put them in the game room, and I'm focusing more on toys and stuff from when I was a kid now, because I like the hunt aspect of it. That's always been part of it. And toys, some of them are very expensive, but you can still get away with finding stuff cheap. I was hoping to go to that Mississauga toy show this past weekend, but they canceled it because of the weather, so I wasn't able to go. But
I was thinking like trying to find those toys in the wild, like at garage sales, is how video games were when it first started. Still, people don't realize what they have, and you can get them for relatively cheap. Where games now, everybody's like, "Oh, this is a retro game. I'm $100 price tag on here," and you're like, "Bruh, bruh." That's why I haven't gone hunting for games anymore, because it's not fun anymore. It's so everyone is just overinflating the value of the games, thinking that this is what it's worth. And I'm like, this is what you think, that's fine, but you're not going to get that price.
Yeah.
Right.
That and like even Paula, she's been collecting hockey cards. The women's PWHL Upper Deck cards came out, and she's been collecting those now and trying to go for a complete set, which she's close to doing. That's an expensive hobby just because it's so popular right now, and she got lucky. We bought a couple boxes. So this is a pretty interesting story. So PWHL, Professional Women's Hockey League, this is their second season now, and Upper Deck released their first batch of cards. So it has like all the rookie cards in it. Like technically everybody's a rookie, right? Because it's
now's the time to get it, right? Because it's like when it first comes out, I would even say like buy a box and then keep it sealed.
So put it this way. So I pre-ordered 2 boxes for her back probably 6 months ago. And it was $100 a box. You get 12 packs in a box, and I think 6 cards a pack. So
those that's a shitty box.
That's just how they released them. I guess things have changed since when we were little. So the boxes arrived. She opened them, and she got some cool cards, but she didn't get her favorite. She wanted a Marie-Philippe Poulin. She didn't get it. So they were down in the city at a game, and they went to the Hockey Hall of Fame. And the Hockey Hall of Fame had boxes there. So she bought 2 more boxes at the Hockey Hall of Fame. They were $100 a box. And she got home and she opened the one box, and she still didn't get the card she wanted. She was kind of upset. And she wasn't sure if she was going to open that other box. So she kind of pondered. And I was going to this city again so before that, I looked up online where I had bought the boxes from originally to see if I could buy more. And their price went from $100 to $250 a box. So the original place I bought them, the price had already more than doubled. And I'm like, geez, that's expensive. You guys got a good deal when you bought them at the Hockey Hall of Fame. So I went to the Hockey Hall of Fame like a week after that. We were doing a poster run for the Toronto show, and I went into the Hockey Hall of Fame, and they still had a box up front. And I said, do you have any more boxes of the women's card? I'd like to buy some more. And they go, let me check in the back. So the guy walks out from the back with 2 boxes. And I'm like, is that all you got? And he goes, yep, that's it. And I go, these are so hard to come by. And he goes, I know. He goes, I bought 2 boxes myself when they first came out. And a buddy of mine's been sending me prices. 407 Games in Toronto was selling a box for $400. There was other stores selling them anywhere from $200 to $400. So the price was all over. But the Hockey Hall of Fame honored that original price of $100.
Well,
I bought those. I think they have to. Yeah, they're not a store where they can mark them up. And so I bought those 2 boxes plus the partially open box that was there, which actually ended up being more than a box. Brought them home. Paula opened them. She got the one box that I bought her. When she opened it, she got 3 Marie-Philippe Poulin cards out of it, which is what she wanted. She got the Young Gun, she got the Special Dazzler, and I think a portrait one out of it. And then so she got like almost all the cards she wanted. She's been doing trades with other people that are season ticket holders to the Scepters games and building up her collection. She bought a couple on eBay, and she kept 1 box sealed. So she still has that 1 box sealed just to keep it. That maybe whatever 5 years down the road, it might be worth.
That's what I'm saying. Like
money, right?
If you look at that, like everything, realistically, when new things come out like that, it's kind of like you wish you had the money or the foresight to buy that stuff. Like Lorcana, when that Disney Lorcana came out, you didn't know if it was going to be as big as it was.
Yeah,
but realistically, because they weren't charging much for the boxes when they first came out.
No,
it was relatively cheap. Yeah. It would have been smart to buy a box or 2 and just sit on them.
Exactly.
Because right now, that first gen of the box is going for like $400 or $500.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Right? This is new to like, I mean, I've dabbled in cards and I bought cards when I was a kid, but I've never been a big collector of them. And it's amazing to see. And I guess I should have known this from video games. Everything has its collectors, whether it's cards, comics, video games, toys, whatever it is. There are collectors out there for it. There's a market for it. So if you can get in on the ground level when something new is out and then sit on it and wait, you're going to get your money and recoup your costs out of it.
It's one of those things that you wish like I learned from Magic, right?
Yes. Yeah. Right. Right.
Never
If
did.
you went back to the original, maybe not even the original, but go back 10 years ago, and if you bought certain Magic sets and left them sealed, and Pokemon, like, look how hot Pokemon is again. They show videos online of people at Costco fighting to buy the new sets that get released. It's ridiculous.
So here, Lorcana. So when they first come out, the box itself was like, it was under $100 for the first chapter. Now, if it's a sealed first chapter Lorcana, it's going for $500 a box.
There you go. Like, look at that investment. That's ridiculous if people did that. So
right. So yeah, but yeah, Pokemon is insane too, because people were buying that prismatic. So Nathan's into Pokemon cards. I was going to grab him like a pack or two of the new ones just for him to open. He's got a little binder. Has no interest in playing the game. He just likes Pokemon. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. So it's called Prismatic something. I don't know. Prismatic something.
Yeah.
And they're pre-sold, and like the boxes, like they were going for like $150, and you could buy them in store for $60, and people are marking them up that much, and like the scalpers were getting them, and I'm just like, well, Nathan, we're gonna get the cheap stuff. We're not gonna get the good stuff, right? Like, yeah, I'm sorry, like it's just I'm like, maybe one box I can justify, but like the other ones, I'm like, nah, I don't trust it,
and I feel out of touch on that stuff. I've never, like, I know what a Pokemon card is, but I've never known the sets and what's valuable and what isn't. I just feel so out of touch on stuff like
that. No, you don't know what Pokemon is. You just go, hey, Polly, you want to come over here and see my Diglett? But yeah, it's crazy. Like, and like, I got to make sure that if I'm doing it for Nathan, it's for Nathan and not for the thrill of the hunt for me.
Yep. Yeah.
Because that's what I got into it. I got into games because I love the collecting aspect. Again, it was more social because I enjoyed going garage shelling with you and Miles and going to the swaps and stuff like that. But once that started to slow down and everyone became more about the money, then I'm not saying you guys, but like everybody else, we were like, like the other vendors and stuff. It was more about the money than the actual communicating and talking. I'm like, this is lost its fun for me. Even like Buns, when it was just about the trade as opposed to like the value of things, it was fun. And then when the value of things came into it, it just lost its spark for me. It became more of a competition than fun.
Here, I gotta do this now. Let me try this. Hopefully this is gonna play.
Is it a Diglett?
Just a sec. No.
It's a Diglett, isn't it?
Ready?
Yeah.
Here comes the money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here comes the money.
Now we're gonna get the copyright infringement. Dollar.
Okay.
Dollar.
There we go.
Bling bling.
The second you said that, it made me think of that. So
did you know? Fun fact. Going back to wrestling. Fun fact. Did you know that Kai and Tai? So there's Taka Michinoku and
Funaki.
Funaki. Indeed.
Yeah.
When they used to do the English dubbing voice of Taka, when they walk out with the mic,
that was Shane. Yeah,
that was Shane McMahon. Yeah, I didn't know that was Shane. Yeah,
I
didn't know that was Shane. Indeed, that was Shane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what's going on with the cards and stuff like that. It's cool though that Paula got the one she wanted. Only took her how many boxes?
Technically, the third box she opened, she got.
Okay.
So,
but like Topps just released a new set of WWE cards that looked really cool too, which would be fun to maybe look into if they weren't crazy expensive. But everything's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Man, so much money, not enough time. Well, I guess we've been going on. Do you want to just do a random recommendation?
We can do that. I got to switch the banner though.
Okay, ready? There you go. Add to stage.
The Ramble Record Repeat Random Recommendation.
Say that 5 times fast. Come on, I dare you.
No.
Whereas Ryan likes to call it the staff pick.
Hey man,
Ryan and Andy.
Staff pick. Hey man, whatever.
Hey man,
don't harsh on those guys' mellows, bro.
I I
ahead.
have one, but it's up to you. You can go first if you want.
I have one too. It's a TV show that we just started watching.
Okay,
I keep seeing clips for it on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, what is this? So I looked into it, and the show is called Ghosts.
Oh, I think I watched like one episode of it and I couldn't get into it, but it's on their second season, right?
Fourth.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's good. It's
Is it?
funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's
is...
like an ABC or an NBC show, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
It's funny though. It's good. The girl in it was in iZombie, so I immediately kind of liked her. So how it works is there's this house. I don't remember the name of the house or the manor, so I apologize if you're expecting me to know that. The house. And what happens is, and I haven't gone deep enough into the show if they explain why this specifically happens, or if this is just their opinion of when people pass and their spirits don't move on, they're in the area where something happens. So if someone passes away on this land or property, they stay there, and if they don't go to the next form of whatever it is, whatever it might be, they stay in the mortal realm as ghosts. So there's these ghosts from different generations in this house. There's like a Viking, there is like a bootlegger, there is a hippie, there is like a native person, there is like a guy from the 80s who has like an arrow in his neck. He was a scout guy and he got shot in the neck with an arrow by one of his troop, and that's what killed him. There's like a Wolf of Wall Street guy that literally is just wearing a suit jacket, a suit dress shirt, a tie, but no pants and underwear because he's like always on coke and stuff. And whenever he's like, yes, and he lifts up his hands, they blur out his dick. And they're in the house, and people don't interact with them because they're ghosts, obviously, right? And then what happens is the new owners of the house, which is the girl from iZombie and some other dude.
The guy
he was in Pitch Perfect.
From Pitch Perfect, yeah, the first one.
Yeah,
I like
the DJ guy, like the beatboxing guy from Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
And then so they're in the house, and it's like her relative's house, like the main person who owns that has like a relative of the house, and she falls down the stairs and has a near-death experience. And when she has the near-death experience, she's able to see and communicate with ghosts. She can't touch them or physically touch them, but she can communicate with them. And what I like about this series is the ghosts don't directly interact with the real world. So like for them to move something and like to haunt, the one guy's like, ah, and it hurts him. He's like concentrating, and then like he makes a cup move like this. Like a little just a little move, and he's like, you did. He's like, oh, thank God. And like the other guy, the Viking, when he gets upset, the lights like just loosely flicker, like click, 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 that kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny. So she interacts with these people, and what really got me into the show was there were so many scenes where the people that I'll call like the living are sitting there and they're communicating, and you just see them at a dinner table talking. And then it cuts to the perspective of the girl, and all the ghosts are at the table. They're like, can you hear us still? Did you look? Why aren't you looking at me? Look at me. And they're like freaking out, but the other actors are still acting out the scene of the living people.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking this as an acting standpoint, I would be losing my shit.
Or
like,
they block that out.
Exactly. And they're still having the full scene, and how they edit. Like they're saying, the one guy goes, oh, and this is what happened. And this is what happened. And then there's the ghosts are like, screaming and like, you're listening to me? Are you listening? How about this? How about this? How about this? And then it cuts back to the scene from the perspective of the people that are living, and the scene is seamless. It's really well done. And the last episode they did a D&D episode, which was kind of fun. But yeah, like it's the husband cannot see the ghost, but he knows they're there. Like he believes his wife.
Yeah.
And he's like, the wife comes in the room and she's like, oh, hey. And he's like, oh, hey, honey. She's like, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Pete. And Pete's one of the ghosts. He's like, you mean Pete's been in here the whole time? I literally was naked showering. And like, that's really unselling. So like the husband's selling it. He's like, they're looking at me sleeping naked. They saw us have sex, kind of stuff like that. And the wife is so unbothered by it.
Yeah.
It's in terms of that kind of stuff, we're only like 8 or 9 episodes in, but it's funny. And
Just
it's like
half-hour sitcom.
Yeah. And like the cool thing is like we put it on and there's no cussing. So we can watch it with Nathan there. Like if Nathan's playing with his toys, we can actually put it on and watch TV at a normal time, like a normal human.
Nice.
Because no word of a lie, when I do watch this at night, I fall asleep. Like last night, after all the shoveling I did, she's like, let's watch this episode. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was out by like 8:00, Chris. Like I shoveled like 4 or 5 times. Then we played outside with Nathan for 3 hours. I was gassed. I was done. And she's like, let's watch an episode. And then she's like, are you awake? I'm like, out. but the show's good. I highly recommend Ghosts.
Okay, nice. I like it.
And it's on Prime right now.
It's on Prime
with the Paramount subscription.
Oh,
or it's on Global.
It's CBS is the network that has it, so
Global.
It's probably on demand.
Global. So, what's your recommendation? Is it underpants?
Nope.
I don't wear those. I free ball.
No. So talking about getting into collecting toys and things like that. There's a YouTuber. It's a YouTube channel I've been following for quite some time now, and he has been inspiration in this collecting-a-thon and this goal, and it just takes me back to being a kid. And the YouTube channel is called Froggy Flips. So he's got like almost 500,000 subs, but basically his videos are going to toy shows and yard sailing and garage sailing, and also selling aspect of it, which is what I enjoy as well. And it's just showing what he collects and what he finds and the deals he can get. And back when I originally first watched him, he had a booth as well. So he was a little bit of an inspiration for me to want to start a booth. He doesn't really talk about that much anymore, so I don't know if he still has it or not. He lives in Ohio somewhere, I believe. I think it's Ohio. He actually runs his own toy show wherever he lives. And they just had their second one this past weekend, I think. Called Hoosiers Collection Con. Yeah, he's got a big, huge beard. And actually, if you look, he addressed this on his social media recently. In the last year, he's dropped like over 100 pounds or something like that. Like he used to be a big, heavier guy, but you don't notice it because of the big, bushy beard. He
kind of looks like a Duck Dynasty guy.
Yeah, I can see that. But really nice, really friendly. Like his videos are fun to watch. He's just a generally nice dude. He found some cool toys in this latest video. Do you remember the movie called Freaked?
No. So I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, so it starred what's his name from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? Alex Winter. Winter, I think, actually wrote it.
Alex Winter looks so weird as a person. He's got a weird face. I'm just saying that.
So I watched this. It's free to watch on YouTube, and it's a black comedy. But Alex Winter's in it, and Keanu Reeves plays a wolf boy. Mr. Beard's in it. He plays a bearded lady. But anyways,
Randy Quaid's in it.
Randy Quaid's in it. He plays like one of the bad dudes. But anyways, so he found action figures that were from that movie in his latest video. I've never seen them before, but they look so cool. And he ended up paying like, I think $45 a piece for 4 figures. And if you look them up on eBay, they're like a couple $100 a piece. It's ridiculous. So he's right up my alley on collecting, buying, selling, nostalgia, stuff like that.
Weird. I know Freak now. It's a weird.
Yeah, it's on YouTube to watch. It's a weird watch. Deep Roy is in it. The guy that played
Brooke Shields is in it too.
Yeah, Brooke Shields, the guy that played in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, the
Oompa Loompas.
No, they're called Oompa Dumpas, Chris. Get it right.
Oompa
Dumpas.
Yeah. So yeah.
Weird. Yeah, I'll have to check out this Froggy Flips. The guy actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, he's a nice dude. His videos are entertaining. He puts out decent content like consistently once a week. You'll see a video go up and takes you back, like video games and toys, and like he's got a big Ninja Turtle. His big thing is Mad Balls. Do you remember Mad Balls?
I do remember Mad Balls.
I had a Mad Ball growing up. I've never seen them in the wild, and apparently they're one of the harder things to find. So
you know what's funny? Looking at the Mad Balls, I had the Mummy.
Yep.
And I had the eyeball.
I had the one with the horn on the head. That's the one I had.
I had the Mummy and the eyeball. That's what I had.
Because I remember you could push the horn into it, like boop, and it would then squeeze it. It would kind of pop out. It wasn't designed to do that. It just did it.
It's such a basic toy.
Gross out stuff. I loved it growing up. Yeah. So yeah.
This guy with boogers hanging out of his nose.
I watched last night. It was fun, and I recommend anybody to watch it. It's a double recommendation. No, it was the SNL 50th anniversary special was on TV last night.
The only thing I saw from that was the clip of Will Ferrell and the girl going do 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 A minor.
Yeah,
the Kendrick Lamar song.
Yeah, they it was a 3 hour or 3.5 hour special. It was a lot of fun. All the original, like not the original cast. I mean, some of them were there, but like all of the favorites came and did skits and bits, and lots of celebrities there. And it was pretty much all of the bits were good. They did another of the alien abduction bits with what's her name? Kate McKinnon.
Oh, okay.
So they
Kate
did,
McKinnon,
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
They did another one. It was pretty good. So that was fun to watch. Andy Samberg did a new song. Adam Sandler did a new song about being on SNL. It was pretty fun to listen to. So it's a double recommendation. Watch it. It's fun.
Double recommendation. A double.
Triple.
If you will.
Triple if we include yours. So
No, we don't include mine.
okay. So just a double. The Canadian.
Only if there's no tariffs on it.
But
But I'm bummed.
I'm not a political. Well, I'm not political online. Maybe behind closed doors. But
When you're naked, playing with your mad balls
and my Diglett.
and your Diglett. I have a Doug trio. Why does Gypsy just keep standing in the light? Like Gypsy goes over there
Yeah.
and just chills in the
Zelda
light.
just walked. Zelda's behind me now too. So
They're just looking at you. They're like, Father, help me.
they're all confused. They're like, "Why are you sitting there? You're normally over on the couch. What's going on?"
I don't. They just start puking. I don't like this. So I have a confession to make, Chris.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We played another round of Sea of Thieves today.
And you didn't invite me?
It was 8 in.
8 in the morning?
Yeah, we played with Tom.
Because Tom, you were up probably. I was still asleep.
Yeah, it was
Eight.
with Ryan's friend Tom.
Yeah, he's all right, eh?
Man,
He's
he's
good,
like
though.
he's good. He is
Yeah,
very.
yeah.
But no, he explained the game a little more to me, and I liked. I was like, I wish they did this. I wish they did this. He's like, no, but the reason they did it this way is so that someone who just picked up the game and someone who's been playing the game for years are at an equal playing ground. And I'm like, oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But we did 2 raids.
Yeah.
We did 2 raids, and it was pretty fun. We made like 400,000 gold.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. So now my guy's fully decked out. Ryan was griefing me about buying stuff. And then he's like, hey, check out this bucket I bought for $2 million. It's got jewels on it. I'm like, you're just griefing me about buying like clothing. And you're like, look at my $2 million bejeweled bucket. I'm just saying. Bullshit.
I love it.
Yeah, we played. It was fun. But then it was 8. Like I said, it was 8 in the morning. So it was just, I was up, he was up.
Yeah.
Tom's been up forever.
Yeah.
He's in
what,
Norway?
Sweden or Norway? Yeah, Norway. Yeah.
But I don't think because I didn't play with him much. Like you played with him.
Yeah, I played with him for like a half hour, maybe an hour.
Yeah. So I don't think he was ready for my type.
He probably thought I was
humor.
you and you were me, maybe.
No, because he knew like who Chris was, like he knew who you were and stuff like that. But I don't think he was ready for my type of humor. Like how I am when we're playing. I'm just really quickly, just randomly, just saying the most stupid things.
Yep.
And like Ryan is laughing, and he starts laughing, and he just it was fun. It was
If you've
nice.
been
Plus
able
after
to see
shoveling,
his face, he's probably like shaking his head. And
he's
like,
just like, why did you invite this man?
Yeah.
This horrible person. But it was just after like 5 hours of shoveling snow the night before.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put it all.
Yeah, I'm even running out of room here, and I have a lot more room than you do. So
It's just I don't know where to put it all.
Yeah.
And like I got plowed in the last, so we had this snowstorm during the week. It was on Wednesday night.
Thursday, yeah, Wednesday
Into
night,
Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So I go to leave at 4 a.m, and the city plowed in our driveway.
Oh Jesus!
And I'm like trying to wave down plows. I'm like, I gotta go to work, man. Like you can't
Yeah.
plow us in because what happens if there's emergencies?
Yeah.
Right. I know Toronto's had that second plow coming through that digs people out.
Yeah.
We don't have that, or
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't come just yet. So I got pissed and I got my shovel and I'm literally sitting there like shoveling snow. And I didn't leave my house until 5. I left
wow.
at 4.
Yeah.
But you know, when it's that slushy, icy,
heavy, yeah.
I left. I was like soaked. I went back inside. I changed all of my clothes.
Yeah.
And then I went to work.
Oh jeez.
And like I called my work and they're like, that's fine. It took me 2 hours to get from Burlington to Scarborough.
I'm surprised he just didn't call out. But
I still have students and the students showed up.
Yeah, I guess. I just they shut down like everything else. Although I think it was Thursday night into Friday was the worst Wednesday into Thursday was worse, bad, and then Thursday into Friday was even worse. I think.
And then Saturday into Sunday was bad. Like, it's like a weekend.
Well, they're still saying we might get another 10 to 25 centimeters in my area. So
today,
overnight, tonight into tomorrow.
I'll tell you right now, they're fucking saying that shit. If they're saying that shit, I'm just staying home. I'm not going to work.
It's ridiculous. I don't know about your area, but our area, it's redunculous.
So I would much rather have snow than the rain we had.
Yeah.
That flood we had.
Although the snow eventually becomes water, so
but
prepared for that.
We shoveled all the snow off our property.
Oh,
like
so
in the back,
covered there. Okay.
Oh yeah, the backyard shoveled.
Yeah.
Everything's away from the house, but I also have one of those pool sump pumps.
Yeah, you got the sump pump, so you should be fine.
Yeah, it's a half horsepower with like the big fat hose connector.
Yep,
and it's like a 30.
That'll move it like crazy then, yeah.
A 30 to 40 foot hose, a 25 foot waterproof electrical plug. So I'm just like, nope, if it happens, I'm dumping it back in the condo next door to us. Motherfuckers do this shit. But the thing is, as long as it's like a controlled thaw, we'll be fine.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm
so
saying?
you don't want that instant, oh crap, we got warm days for the next week, we're screwed type thing.
Yeah, like even if it is warm days for a week, if it's like a realistic one, maybe a couple of days at 2, not like, hey, 15 degrees. That's when you have an issue because you want it to gradually seep into the ground as well.
Yes. The ground can only hold so much water.
Exactly. So if it naturally does it, I'm fine. I don't care if it comes in the front. I'll deal with it in the front. It's in the back that I don't want to deal with.
Don't want it in the back, eh?
Nope. Nope, sir. Not happening here. But yeah, like, so that's all it is. And like, I went out yesterday because I went to buy the pump. So the pump I wanted was from Canadian Tire. I did a bunch of research on it, and this is the one I wanted. It's meant for like draining pools, draining hot tubs and shit like that. It's not one that you have to leave in the ground. It's one that you can just place. It's meant for flooding in basements and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have one.
And it's a good price. It was $200. And it's like a 7 or 8 year warranty on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm happy with it. Like, it's one I wanted when the flood happened, but when the flood happened, everybody went and bought them, and they haven't been able to keep them in the stock. So they finally got it. I told Ash, I'm going.
Yeah.
I paid for it. I just got to go pick it up. I'm going.
Yeah.
So I went, and I'm like, the roads are bad, but it's not like you go slow. You're fine. So I was going out driving, and like, the thing that's hard is that it's melting because they're putting salt down, and then it's freezing. And like the people that do the groundskeeping in our area, like in our little complex, they're, lack of a better word, fucking morons.
Oh, okay.
They don't come and shovel. They just throw salt down.
That sucks.
So all the pathway is ice.
On top. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like sitting there with like an ice chipper, and I got the whole area is clear. Everyone else is screwed. But like I'm out there like my arms feel like noodles. I'm not lying, I'm just like, it's like one of those things. Can you pass this? Like, nah.
And you're Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura 2 when he gets
exactly when he gets the dart, and you got like the T-Rex arms, so they're just like limp. Yeah. So I've been doing that, and then it's like, but the people that are doing it, they're just throwing salt down. And I'm like, you got to clean the snow and wait for the snow to stop falling before you salt. You don't salt mid-storm.
Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, damn bastards.
Those handsome bastards. But yeah, so I got that pump, so I'm ready for if it does happen. I was even debating getting one of those like electric powered shovels and just pushing it, like, because the thing is, in the front it's okay, like I've got it cleaned out, the shovel does it, but in the back it's all grass.
Yep. And
I would love to go push in front of another neighbor's house. It's their problem, not mine. Like the neighbor beside us, they haven't shoveled up their backyard, and we've gotten so much snow, no word of a lie, it goes up probably to the top of your desk. Like from the ground to the top of your desk. Yeah,
my snow is even higher than that, probably in my front yard from what I moved from the driveway.
This is not a competition.
And at the end of the road, like our banks, like at the end of my driveway, I have to stop and just slowly creep out so I don't get hit. That's how high the banks are now. You can't see anything.
Up at my grandma's house in Markdale, they used to get so, like, this is the kind of snow they're used to, right? We could walk from the snowbank to the roof of the house.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What we used to do is we'd walk from the snowbank to the house and shovel her roof.
Yeah.
Because it would sit on top of the roof, right?
I've not seen this amount of snow in years.
Normally our winters aren't this bad, but I guess you know what? It's good because Nathan's been having a blast. Like,
I bet. Yeah.
But it's like we got no more place to put the snow.
Yeah.
So all I might do is when the weather starts warming up, I might start going out and shoveling and like all the snow that's in front of our house and just throwing it to the sides of the houses.
That's probably
like,
better spot for it. Yeah.
Right. Like, but I don't want to do it right now. I'm fucking tired. But like, when it starts getting like, I go over there and I'll chuck it over the fence.
Yeah.
Go, get out of my house. But not right now. Not gonna do that right now. Like literally, you can't get into our backyard. If like let me see if I can actually show it to you. You'll get a kick out of this. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second, you handsome.
I had to
bitch.
shovel the deck off for the dogs because the dogs got nowhere to go potty. So
yeah, Stanley just pisses everywhere. It's terrible. This is yellow snow, and then you fling it up in the air.
Don't need it.
Okay, hold on. This one's idle. Let's turn it on. Let me see if I can present this to you. You don't even need the video for it, but there we go. You see it?
Yep.
So this is all ground level. We've shoveled all this out. That's how high the snow is over here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Literally. So we've been shoveling. I got to go out again today, but literally I just come, I scrape it all the way from the house, and then I throw it over the fence.
Yeah. So what's right behind you?
Like here?
On the opposite side of the fence.
Just a big open green space.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So it's not like you're throwing it on your neighbor's property.
No. The neighbors are to the left and right.
Yeah, but
and
it's
then,
all
like,
green space behind you. So that's good.
Yeah. Then if you go to the front, I'm showing everyone my house. This is my house.
The front's the toughest part. Because
look at this. Look at this, man. This is all for me shoveling.
Yeah.
Like there's no snow here. Like you could see the ground. The problem is all these houses now have icicles that are like 6 feet.
Oh yeah, we've got houses. It's the bad insulation, right? In the ceiling, in the.
It's coming. No, it's coming off of the what's it called? The eaves troughs.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all that shit. So we're like, this is magical. So I'm just waiting for it to happen. I know that I want to get like my painter's pole out there and smack the ice, but it's not long enough. So I got to let the icicles, because Ashley's like, oh, maybe we can do it from the window. I'm like, yeah, but we have the screen's open to the outside.
Yeah. So
for me to do that, I have to open the screen and hope it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
And then try to put it back in. I go, I'm not dealing with that. No way. No. I'll let Mother Nature do its thing. It's not like we have anything important back there that an icicle will damage. And if it breaks my barbecue, I buy a new barbecue. I don't care. I hope it breaks my barbecue.
It will be springtime soon enough, and we will have nice weather again.
You know what I want to do? I want to eventually put like an awning over the backyard.
Okay.
And leave it like a wood one, and actually have it go to the fence so that it just keeps that whole area.
Yeah. That would be nice.
And just keeps the whole area clear in the winter. Then I don't got to do this shit. Then if it does flood or pool there, then I just throw the pump out, put it to the goddamn condo building, and I have not my problem anymore. Right?
You got a genius. You're smart. Do it.
I can't. Well, I'm okay with humor. I'm ugly as sin, so I got to be smart. You got to have one of those things, right? But well, I know you want to watch your hockey game, which is why we recorded so early.
Yes.
But thank you, nobody, for joining us today, which is fun.
I think somebody was there for a second. I think
it was probably me. It was probably me.
Maybe.
Like, hey, goodbye.
That's awesome. It's because it's a Monday afternoon, like the odd time to record. So
yeah, but we just do it when we can. Hey, if people want us to start recording again, we have to record when it's convenient for us.
Yes, and it worked. It was perfect timing.
Yeah. So thank you all for listening to this episode of Ramble, Record, Repeat. Hope you have a good one, and I'm going to play us out. So here we go.